When you hear the word art, you probably think of paintings in galleries or statues in museums. But art isn't always inside, and you don't always have to pay to see it. In fact, you can view some really interesting art for free in public spaces around the world. Public art goes beyond just making a place look pretty. It can change society. In Las Palmitas, a neighborhood of Pachuca, Mexico, residents work together with a street art group to paint their hillside houses in bright colors. The result was an enormous mural that can be seen from miles away. As the community worked together on the project, they noticed how the art brought joy to their neighborhood. In the morning, you wake up and look around and see the colors that surround you, said one resident. It's very pretty. Public art can also send a message. For example, much public art deals with political and social topics. In 2014, British artists Paul Cummings and Tom Piper placed 888,246 ceramic poppies on the ground around the Tower of London. The temporary display of artwork was in honour of the 100-year anniversary of the start of World War I. Each poppy represented a soldier who died in the war while fighting with the British. The goal was for visitors to think about and remember the soldiers. After several months, the artwork was taken down and the poppies were sold to raise money for charity. Public art can also make people aware of a situation. In 2010, the Icelandic artist Bjargi Ólafsdóttir created red polar bear on the Langjökull glacier in Iceland. It showed the red outline of a polar bear on the snow. The very large bear, 80 meters by 50 meters, was made out of red food dye. Ólafsdóttir wanted to make people think about the polar bear and how its environment is in danger because of global warming. Of course, sometimes public art is there simply because its beauty brings people pleasure. One example is the Floralis Generica in Buenos Aires, a huge metal flower in a pool. It opens every morning and closes every evening. The flower and the pool reflect everything around them. It's an amazing sight.
JR is a famous French street artist. He uses photographs to create beautiful murals in many different countries around the world. Several years ago, he started the Inside Out project. For this project, he invites people in a community to think of a sentence. It can be a political message or just a sentence about what is important to them. He then uses large black and white photos of the people together with the sentence and makes a mural for their community. The faces of the people often show different emotions: sadness, joy, anger, or hope. The project encourages people to come together to talk about society and maybe even change it.
Yue Minjun is one of China's most successful artists. He has painted pictures and made sculptures since he was a boy. When he left school, he worked as an electrician and painted pictures at night. He sold his first painting in 1992, and since then he has shown his art around the world. Yue's works are found in museums as well as in the streets. In 2007, he became very famous when one of his paintings sold for nearly $6 million. He often uses a picture of his own laughing face in his paintings and sculptures. Many people have tried to understand why Yue always uses this image, because he has never completely explained what it means.
Artist Candy Chang wanted to create a piece of art that could help her to communicate with her neighbours and community. She got permission from her local community to paint the wall of an old building with blackboard paint. Then she wrote the words, "Before I die, I want to," many times on the wall, and she left some chalk next to it. The next morning, the wall was full of messages from different people. Chang's simple idea has allowed people all around the world to write about their dreams and hopes. Since that first wall in 2011, Chang has already helped create more than 1,000 Before I Die walls in 70 different countries. She hopes that even more walls will be created around the world. People have written all sorts of different responses on the walls. Some of them are fun or silly. For example, "Before I die, I want to own a pet giraffe." Others are much more serious. For example, "Before I die, I want to make the world a better place." The walls have given people all around the world the chance to express themselves.
The city that loves street art. How Rio de Janeiro transformed its streets. If you walk through the streets of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, you'll immediately notice something extraordinary about the city: the street art. All around the city, the walls are covered in colourful murals and bright paintings. In the past, this street art was illegal. But in 2009, the city passed a law allowing street art on private buildings if the owner gives permission. In 2014, Rio de Janeiro became the first city in the world to legalize graffiti in places such as skate parks and the walls that surround construction sites. People who want to create street art in Rio de Janeiro can't just paint any wall with any picture, though. They still have to respect some rules. Street art and graffiti are legal, but just signing a name on a wall is not. And if an artist wants to create a picture on the walls of someone's house or shop, the artist must ask the owner first. But getting permission might not be too hard. Street art is very popular throughout the city, both with the residents and with visitors. Many tourists come to Brazil just to see it. They can even take special guided street art tours through Rio de Janeiro. The city's mayor has also set up a special online street art project. Volunteers can join the project and travel around the city, taking photos of the street art. They then upload their photos onto a street art website, along with other details, such as the location and the artist. This means that when someone paints a new piece of art over an old picture, there is still a record of what was there before. In some communities, street artists have set up art schools and organised festivals to teach young people more about their art. They have even worked together with the police to paint murals on the walls. Street art in Rio de Janeiro has not only made the streets more colourful and exciting, it has also helped to bring communities together.